I'm Karol, Desert Wreath Creations, and welcome to my garage crafting lair. Today we're going to be making a fall wreath that on a 15-inch work form, yellow, and let me cut the tag off here. I've also got a wooden sign. Let me show that to you here. It says welcome. We're also going to be using some golden yellow mesh and some tan and brown check mesh. Also, we're going to dabble with a little deco tubing that's like a jute mesh. And I already was a stinker and went ahead and pre-made the bow. So, we will get started. I'm going to move my camera down, and like I said, thanks. So I have a 15-inch work frame. So it has 10 ties on the bottom, 8 on the top. We're going to be doing a poof method with some golden yellow mesh. And then we're going to come back with some ruffles with this, it's sort of it's a deco mesh, but it is like a tan and a brown, so then we're going to come back with that. I cut these to 20 inches a piece, have 4 different types of ribbon. First we have a stripe with some gold in it, and some of the rust color. Then I have a fall, it says autumn, fall, thanks, blessed ribbon, and I'm pairing it with more, not really an olive green, but in between a lime green and an olive green to sort of bring out some colors in the sun. And these are all cut at 12 inches. So we're going to start on the bottom. If y'all have any questions, just jump out there. So I've got my mesh for the poofs. I'm just going to gather it up. Then I've got a zip tie, if I can get to it. Right here. I'm going to, since this is a work wreath frame, I'm going to zip tie it to the very middle one. I don't want the bulk on the bottom. I'm going to pull it real tight. Hi, Wanda from Virginia. Welcome. And let me cut that zip tie off. I'm also just going to scoot it back down. I'm not going to go in this first tie here. I'm just going to leave it open. We're going to make 10-inch poofs. Hot today in Virginia. Thanks, Linda. I will stay safe. So we're going to do 10-inch poofs. So I've sort of got it marked here on the 10. And I'm going to bring it up to 20. And then I'm just going to pull on it, stick it in. I'm going to go to the bottom first. We're going to pull it together here. Pull it tight and twist it. Then I like to go ahead and open my poofs as I go around. Okay? We're just going to continue doing this all the way around out to the 20. pull. You always want to keep your edges to the inside. Some people, it doesn't matter, but that's what my preference is. That way when I pull it out, I've got a nice poof with the edges turned in. Stick into each other. Let's push that back over there. I was fortunate that my husband made my mesh roller for me. He's been very handy. He's been painting me some Day of the Dead signs to go on some wreaths. Putting him to work. Hope to be, when I use one, I'll do a live. They are really turning out gorgeous. Okay, so we're finishing up the last one on the bottom. So I'm going to go right into this tie that I had before, that I skipped over. I'm going to pull it real snug. Straighten my poof out. Then I'm just going to go directly up to the top. And what I'm going to do is I'm not going to pull on it hard or anything. I'm just going to stretch it over. Make sure my ends are all tucked in, my sides. And I'm going to go ahead and zip tie it again, right in front of a tie. Need to learn how to face these. So we're going to go around the top. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to do 20-inch poofs. Or should I say 10-inch poofs? Sorry about that, guys. And spread it out. This mesh is pretty. Very pretty. It's a really nice, rich sort of a gold. It's not bright yellow. Yeah, I've been working on a lot of different fall wreaths and things. Trying to get some inspiration for Christmas. And that sounds so bad when it's just the 1st of August. But fall should be coming. There we go. Okay, guys, we're finished with the poofs. Thank you, Linda. I'm going to go ahead and just cut this off, and I'll tuck it around back. Okay. So I'm just going to work it around the back. I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to reach over here. Get another zip tie, and I'm going to tie it to the frame. we go. Nice and neat. God, that yellow's gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do some ruffles with this. It's like a plaid and plaid, like a darker brown and tan. So I'm going to move this out of our way. Excuse me, my nose is itching. And like I said, I cut these to 20 inches, and we're just going to ruffle them, and we're going to put them in each tie. Bring them around like a little flower. And that's going to look really cute. It almost reminds me of a little bit of a hay. And that's why I liked it so much. I'm just going to spread these out. Like I said, I cut these to 20 inches. Make me a cute little flower. I'll show you the sign again here in just a second. I think it's really cute. I found it locally. Here it is. Isn't that cute? It is totally adorable. Okay, now let's start on the top. Let me spread these out this time. Make it a little easier on me. Like I said, I cut the mesh to 20 inches. I did 10-inch poofs for a base. And I'll show you all the ribbon again in here in just a minute. We'll get these on and we'll start on it. Knew I had another piece to put in there. Last piece, and I'll show you all the ribbons again. Okay, so this is what we've got so far. Loving it. Looks like a big old bale of hay with some yellow corn in it. So, gonna get me a drink of water. I've paired this stripe. It's sort of like a canvas. When I bought it, I thought it was going to be a lot better. I think I got it at Hobby Lobby. And it's nice, it's thick, but the wiring isn't what I thought it would be. But it is nice. With some rust, 2.5 inch with a 1.5 inch. This ribbon here, it's got fall, autumn, give thanks and all, with a almost olive to a lime green. I think that's going to bring out the colors in the sign pretty well. So I'm just going to alternate them. And I cut these to 12 inches. Thank you. We're just going to scrunch them together. I like to make a little birdie wings. And I'm going to go ahead and start on the bottom. And I'll show you what I'm doing here. Just taking them. And I'm just going to keep these down like so. Thought that was backwards. Just going to bend it over. Scrunch it together. Then pull them out. Now this green one has really stiff wires in it. I just can't be happy today. One I don't think's stiff enough, and the other one I think's too stiff. So we're just going to keep going around. And pull them down like so. I was gonna put some jute tubing in it, and guess what? I forgot, so I'm gonna do it now. Just to give it another element of texture. And I cut these to, I believe, 26 inches. And just sort of spread it apart a little bit. There we go. Just gives it just a little bit more interest. I'll go back and do the other ones, but I'll start putting it in. Take a piece of jute tubing. All I'm doing is pulling the ends together, and then I'm folding it back in half just to give it a little bit, and then pinching it, poking it in the middle, and then twisting it in the top of the tie. And then just spreading the tubing out a little bit. There we go. Let me get this in one more time. We'll go to the top, and then we're just about there to put the sign on and the bow. Okay, looking good. Let's go ahead and go to the top. Fold it over. Pinch it in the middle. Let's make some bird wings out of it. I'm going to go to the top. One time. I'm going to go ahead, put some tubing up here along with it. Twist it tight. And I'm going to spread my ribbons out a little bit more up here on the top. There we go. Okay. So here's the bow. Brought all the colors in. Just brought in some olive green to go along with it. Here's the sign. I already went ahead, and what I did is I used cable clamps, which are glued on with E6000. And this sign is rather on the heavy side, so hence that's why I've got 3 for the top and 2 for the bottom. Okay. So let me see where I'd like to put it. I think we're going to put it about right there. I'm going to feed it down and around the side on this top one. I'm going to take the inner one and feed it down and around. I still want it to set on the top. Wrap it around your frame. Then to the sign at the bottom of the pumpkin. How's that, guys? What you can see of it. It's a little heavy. Now we're going to stick our bow on. Up at the top. Just do some fluffing to your bow. Your tail's out. Now let's see what this looks like. Bye-bye. God bless. After the video, I decided to add some flowers. I just felt that it needed something to enhance